Well, it's 8:58, and welcome to the second week of Campbell chair stretching classes. Now, those of you who came last Wednesday, my hope is that you had a little tenderness, a little soreness, nothing that was painful, but a little bit of tenderness. I certainly did on Thursday in my arm area. That's a good thing. That means you're strengthening and building muscle. So at 8:59, we're going to start. And I just first want to say thank you for showing up this morning and coming onto your chair and giving yourself this gift of taking care of you first. Because we care for so many others that if we can wake up in the morning and be blessed enough to have a new day, to give us that gift. So just give yourself a nice big hug right now. And thank you for showing up. We'll always start our class with a Bible scripture, a very brief verse. We'll always end it with a meditation by Ralph Marston. So we all need to be lifted up and encouraged at times. And so I'll always share this before every stretch class. A biblical verse that's filled with hope and comfort and inspiration. So let us take a deep, full breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 10. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weakness, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Amen. So let us all start, get nice and seated. I asked those who were here last week if they had a belt or a tie to bring it with them. If not, it's not a problem. Always have a Kleenex nearby. Get grounded. If you have bare feet, that's good. We don't get to really stretch our feet and toes and ankles. We're in shoes and sneakers a lot. So if you can remove them, that's good. Back is nice and straight. We need a long, straight spine always. We don't want to buckle over. So nice and straight. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, around, and down so we make sure the shoulders are sinking back. And here we go. We're going to inhale a big, full belly of breath. And we're going to exhale. Almost pull up like a zipper. Good core work. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, full belly. Relax the belly. And exhale. Push the air out. Pull the belly in. We're going to do two more. Inhale. And exhale. Chest open. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And here we go. We're going to inhale up. And on the exhale, we're going to push down. You decide how much you want to do and how far you want to go. If you feel sturdy and strong, you can use weights. I have 3-pound weights. If you don't have weights, you can take 2 cans of soup and put 1 can in each arm and lift. You decide how much more you want. If you don't want to use a weight or a can of soup, just cup your hands and use some of your own resistance. It's a slower motion. You'll notice right here, you'll start to see the muscle come. And on the exhale, you want to flex your wrist and push against the 2 walls and push the walls out. And skim down slowly with your palms flat. You'll get a wonderful stretch in the wrist. So again, this is your practice, not mine. It's for you to do at your pace. It's never to hurt you or injure you or be too much. And every day is a variable. Some days you can feel like you can move mountains, and other days you feel blessed you were able to get up out of bed. So be mindful of that. Don't be so hard on yourself. The more we can learn to love ourselves, the more we will learn to love one another. It's not a bad thing to love yourself. So one more we're going to do, and then we're going to meet up at top. We're going to interlace, and if we can, we're going to rotate the other way. If that's too much, stay this way. But if you can rotate, wonderful. And then if you can bring the arms up a little bit more. If you can get them straight up, that's fine too. We're going to inhale a big full breath. And on the exhale, we're just going to lean gently to the right. I'm mirroring you, so whatever side you're at, it doesn't matter. You should feel an opening in that whole side. Your rib cage, your seat is nice and grounded. We're going to take a breath here. Ah. And we're going to come center. If that's too much, lower your arms. Otherwise, we're going to inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to reach to the other side. I want to stretch you. That's my intention, to open you up and get good circulation and blood flow. And then come center. Again, if it's too much, relax your arms. Otherwise, inhale, big full belly. And on the exhale, reach up and over. If you want to go deeper, you can. Just take your gaze up to the ceiling, up to the sky. It's a bit more intense. And then take your gaze back again, come center. My arms are already aching, by the way, so if yours are, you're fine. Other side, again, if you want to go deeper, you can go deeper in every stretch. You take your gaze up, and then come center, and oh, give yourself a hug. There you go. Roll the shoulders down, around, and back. Ready? Big full belly of air. Up we go, and then pull them back and around and down. And if you hear crinkles, that's fine. I'm sure hearing crinkles in mine. Slow is the way to go. Remember, more is not better. More is just simply more. Sometimes more can be harmful. I always say sometimes God loves us too much to give us too much. Up we go. And let's come the other way. Up and forward and curl. And up, forward and curl. And one more. Up and forward and curl. And now let's go back again. One time. There we go. Now we're going to stretch the neck. This is critical. I hope last week allowed you more mobility and more ease and less tension in the neck and shoulder. Again, so many people are troubled with neck tension, shoulder tension. So you can hold on to your chair. That helps you to keep your spine straighter. Long, straight spine, tailbone tucked, chest lifted, open up. Remember, lungs sit in the back, so we really want to give our lungs a hug with our chicken bones. We're going to take a nice full belly breath. And on the exhale, we're going to lower our chin to our chest. We're keeping our spine straight. You should feel a lovely stretch in the upper neck. Now gently with your inhale, on the exhale, sweep your chin to one side. On the exhale, come center. Again, inhale, sweep to the opposite side. Go very slow with the neck. And come center. Let's do that again. Inhaling, sweep. Exhale, inhale, sweep. Exhale, come center. Inhale, chin up to the ceiling. Open the mouth wide, unlock your jaw. And a big yawn. And now pull that chin up as tight as you can to strengthen your neck muscles, the neck bands. You should do these facial exercises every morning. They take only about 60 seconds. And then come center. Very good. Side to side, big belly, inhale. I hope I'm not going too fast. On the exhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder. If you want to stretch that left side of the neck deeper, just extend your left hand. And you will feel a deeper stretch come through all the way down to your inner elbow. If not, this is fine. You can always take yourself to your edge. Inhale up. On the exhale, other side. I'm going left ear to left shoulder. You might be the opposite. And then extend that arm if you want a deeper stretch. Very good. Inhale. We're going to go again to that side. Opposite. And then we're going to turn our gaze to the floor. And then as we did for those last week, we're going to make little circles with our nose. Little tiny circles. Maybe the size of a $50. Little tiny circles. Excellent stretch for the neck right here. And go the other way. This is your practice. You'll find you'll be creative. You'll do things your own way. That's what you're supposed to do. Come center. Take a breath here. Inhale, big belly. Exhale, left ear to left side. And again, if you can, take your gaze down to the ground. Be careful. And then just make those little circles clockwise and counterclockwise. Maybe you'll do 2, maybe you'll do 3. You decide. You can always stop when you want. You know how far you can go. And ear to shoulder and center. Very good. All right, we're going to do our stretch in the spine. So nice and tall. I always say that, nice and tall. So we're going to inhale, big belly. And we're going to come forward and arch our back. We're going to keep our chin up, though. We're not going to collapse our chin. When we do, it collapses the spine. And then on the exhale, we're going to curl like a cat, like a Halloween cat. We're going to tuck that chin in. And we're really going to stretch from the tip of the neck all the way to the tailbone. Again, we're going to inhale. We're going to come forward on our chair with our shoulders rolled down around and back, our chin up, a beautiful arch in the spine. And then we're going to tuck everything really tight. We're stretching that spine. If you have a particular vertebra that has tension in it, or compression in it, send your love, your energy as you're stretching to that particular part of the spine. And what you will do is you will create some space there. I can't help you if you've had fusions done. Only God can do that. But I certainly can help you with creating space in your body, spine especially, where there's tenderness and tightness. One more, please, and that's it. This you should do every morning when you're getting out of bed. As soon as you get up, you should stretch the spine. And then come center. Very good. All righty, here we go. I'm going to have you take your hands out straight. I don't want you this way. So what I'm going to ask you to do is reach this way, like you're reaching for something, and then roll the shoulders back and down. So I want this nice and compact back here. And now I want you to take your fingers. I want you to lift them up. And point. And lift. And when you point, I really want you to point down. And up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. And up. Wonderful. Now, turn them this way. Make a little duck. Remember the duck we always used to make a little quack, quack, quack? When you do that now, slide your thumb down. There you go. That's a really, and bend. That's a really good stretch, especially if you have carpal tunnel or you have a computer a lot. It's different than this way. It's this way. Woo. And now roll. And roll whatever way you want. You might find you find a wave, or you might find you rotate your hands, but just give them a nice spin. Very good. Very good. Very good. All righty, let's shake them out. There you go. And let's get our hands up on our shoulders. And we did this last week. Take a nice breath. Inhaling on the exhale, come forward. And you know what you have to do here. The goal is to get those elbows almost touching if you can, right? So it's an in and out, and you want to keep them up high, but you don't want to lift your shoulders, so you hold down. This way. Do 6. And 5. And 4, pull it back, and 3, and 2, and one. Wonderful, wonderful, very good. And now we're just going to hold them up again here, keep the shoulders down, and we're going to come here and tap, and here, tap. We'll just do 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to roll. Easy does it, folks. Easy does it. Open up that chest, stretch those lungs, and then go the other way. Now I'm hearing a lot of crinkling in my back, which is very good. Sometimes we sleep funny and this just gets everything moving better. Very good. All right, we're doing great. Halfway through. Here we go. We're going to inhale up. And on the exhale, we're going to rotate. We're going to put our left hand on our right thigh, and we can hold onto the chair with our other hand. Long, straight spine, chin up. We're going to gaze, if we can, over our shoulder. Our sits bone stays grounded. We don't twist our spine. We're twisting our upper body. If you can, take a full breath here. And on the exhale, go a little deeper if you can. Very good. Remember what I said about our breath. When we inhale, we create space in our body. When we exhale and push all the air out of the belly, we're able to stretch into the space we just created. Some people breathe backwards, and so it's hard to really stretch with a belly full of air. Very good, everyone. Come center, and here we go again. We're coming up, and we're coming to the other side, whatever side you're at. So it's reverse hand to thigh. I'm going to take my left hand. I'm going to hold on to the back of the chair. Keep my shoulders nice and strong. And I'm going to gently gaze. I'm going to take a fuller breath. And if I'm able, I'm going to rotate a little deeper. Remember, the sits bone's grounded. So it's just the upper body turning. Very good. Take a breath here. Very good. And come center. Good job. I want you to take your legs apart a little bit. And I want you to just come down. Maybe you're going to put your elbows on your knees. You're going to just really relax the spine. This is an important pose to do. I say this is when you usually check in. Some people say you check in and see what kind of roommate you have living in your head. And if you've got a roommate who's not like your best friend, you know, you might want to consider evicting them. I always say every morning when I'm able to wake up, I make sure Jesus is living in my head. And I know he likes a quiet heart, a joyful heart. So I'm mindful throughout the day who I have living in my head and heart. Because sometimes we can be tough on ourselves. So it's important to check in and just know that we are precious children of God. We are beautiful in his image, huh? And then go out in the world and make a difference. There. So that's really important. And then slowly come up. Now, if you have the belt, take it. If you don't, not to worry. First, we're going to just lift our left foot, lift our right foot. Left, just like marching, right? Just keep marching, left, right. You don't have to slam your foot down. It's a very gentle. I'm on my toes, tapping my toes. Very good, very good. Very good. All right, now, if you have the belt, if you don't, it's no problem. Just take your left foot and extend it. If you have the belt or a tie, just put it at the ball of your feet. The reason I like a belt or a tie is because I don't roll my shoulders and collapse. It allows me almost like a horse and buggy carriage that I'm riding with the reins on the horse. So I'm able to really keep my chest open and my shoulders back and my elbows in. Now, flex the toes. This is enough. You're going to feel a very good stretch in the back of your leg. But if you'd like to go deeper, and I'm going to go deeper, take a nice full breath and keep your spine straight. Don't buckle, straight. Lead with your chest, lead with your heart, and come forward, chin up. You should feel a very, very good deep stretch in the back of the thigh and the calf. And again, it's critical that you flex, because if you point, you lose that stretch. So flex. I prefer you to flex and don't go as deep than not. Now take a breath here. Sometimes when we're feeling tension, we hold our breath. That's not good. That's when we need to go, ah. Remember what I said, sighs are very good. Sighs release tension. You should feel a stretch here. And again, you can always go deeper. You can walk your hands down that tie or belt, as long as your chest and shoulders are pulled down around and back, and you can come deeper. And then come up slowly. Very good. Drop that foot. If you have the belt, tie, wonderful. If not, just extend your foot like this. That's all. It might be harder to hold it up. It is for me. I like props. But this is fine. Then you can come forward. That's a lot of work right there. I'm going to put the belt on my foot. It helps me to keep my shoulders back. Flex the toes to the nose, chin up, spine straight, big belly. Oh, that's a good stretch in the back of those legs. Yes, indeed. And we're going to actually hold it here for about 20 seconds. I hope I'm not holding your stretches too long, but sometimes it's important to get past. It just gives it ease. It opens up in those few seconds more. Always going deeper if you want to. Very good. And then slowly come up. Nice. I'm going to show you something else with the belt you can do, and I hope you do these, even if you do them another day than Wednesday. It would be a joy for me to know that. You can take the belt or tie, extend your hands right here. Maybe it's right here. Well, maybe it's right here. You'll decide. Inhale, big belly. On the exhale, you raise your arms up. Again, this is a wonderful shoulder opener. Wonderful. And then eventually, you'll be able to bring it back a little more. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow or next week or next month, but eventually, if you keep up at this, you will be amazed. Our bodies are so resilient. And so I love that. And eventually, you can come back here. This is giving your lungs the best squeeze in the world. And with this COVID-19, we need to keep loving our lungs. And so that's a wonderful exercise. It just goes like this, inhaling up, exhaling back. Inhaling up, exhaling back, just like this. You can also go like this. You might be shorter, as I said. It doesn't matter where you are. And you can go side to side. It's wonderful. Just like this. Something to do. Even if you just do this one exercise on a Friday, you're going to benefit. And then put that to the side. We're just going to work on our hips a little bit. I want you to cross your leg. Whatever. I have my left over my right. It's important. Whatever leg you have crossed, the opposite arm's going to cross over it. So up we go with the inhale. On the exhale, we're taking this right arm, I am, over my left. Okay? And this hand, again, it can stay down here or it can stay up. And that's a wonderful, wonderful twist. You should feel this in your hip, your left hip, all the way into your sciatica. Breathe. We're going to hold this a few seconds. So take another inhale. And again, breathe. Very good. And now let's come center. Uncross, cross the opposite. Again, whatever leg is crossed on top, okay, it's the opposite that you twist. So up we go. So I'm going with my left arm now over my right? And we twist. Similar to our other twist, but this is with legs crossed. Opens up the hip a little bit more. Very good. Again, 20 more seconds, please. Inhale. If you feel like you want to go deeper, you see how far you can go, but use your breath. Inhale. Remember, all the air comes out of the belly. You don't ever have to do a sit-up. All you have to do is breathe properly, and you'll work your core. And come center. All right, this is the challenging part. It's our hip opener that's really more aggressive. If you can, take your right ankle on your left knee. Flex the foot. Don't leave it loose. Flex the foot. If this is too much, just do what you can. Maybe it's a longer crossover. Lift your chest, shoulders back. Get your hands wherever you need to. Inhale. On the exhale, come forward. Now, this is a pretty intense hip opener. So be careful. Don't hurt yourself. Guide yourself. And notice. You might find one hip is tighter than the other on some days, some looser. I always find that. Be mindful. Again, we're going to stay here another 10 seconds. So inhale. And see, you can't come down a little deeper. Remember, your spine is straight. You're not buckled over like this. No? If anything, you're going to have excellent posture. Very good, very good. This is an intense stretch. Sometimes I pulse. You all know me, I'm a busy bee, so I tend to move a lot. But I find when I pulse, it eases the opening for me. Some people like to stay steady. But find your own place, find your own personality, and then come up slowly. Woo, we've been doing a lot today. You should be feeling this. Now let's get that other side. So this will be my left ankle on my right knee. Foot is flexed. Get nice and grounded. Now this is quite a bit tighter on my side today, my left. Inhale. And then on the exhale, ooh boy. This is about as far as I can go today. When you're able to go deeper, you can actually take your palm and push your knee down and come forward and get a straight line to be deeper, but this is about all I can do today. And I'm very aware of the tightness here. So I'll be reminded throughout the day to stretch this side more gently. Inhale, another 5 seconds. Remember, sighs are good. This is your practice. Woo. And then slowly, slowly come up. Wow. All righty. Let's just put our feet out and roll our ankles clockwise and counterclockwise. The time goes so fast when you're having fun. Oh, I am so delighted you're here on your chair. Very good. And then I want you just to come forward, open your legs wide, and just fall down. Take a nice deep breath. Now you can really soften your spine. Your hands might be on your knee. They might actually be down on your ankle, but I want you just to drop your head and really feel the flow, all the beautiful new blood flow circulation. Let your head, maybe swing your head, maybe shake your head, yes and no, and roll it around. See how deep you can go? Beautiful fold. And then very slowly, like a rag doll almost. No tension, start to come up. Stack one vertebra and the other, one at a time, like you're your own chiropractor. Slowly, last thing that rolls up are your shoulders. Your feet come together. You can lean back on your chair. A deep, full breath. And an exhale. You can close your eyes now if you like. And I'm going to read a beautiful meditation to carry you throughout the day with our Lord. In your hands today. Think of how today will look from the perspective of tomorrow. Think how this month will look from the perspective of next year. Are there opportunities you will wish you had taken advantage of? Are there efforts you'll wish you had made, or perhaps destructive habits that you wish you had abandoned. Well, today you have a combination of time and resources that you'll never have again. Today you can envision a better world and actually move toward it. The quality of your future is in your hands today. That's a profound opportunity, one you deserve to fully utilize when you can. You see, today you're able to send good and valuable things ahead to tomorrow and beyond. You can give the rest of your life added confidence, satisfaction, effectiveness, and richness. So imagine yourself looking back on today with gratitude and admiration. Now do what you can to make sure that that truly happens. May you have a beautiful day. May you go out and spread the good news. God bless.